if you could talk to the audience, I mean, we've got a variety of people in this room. What would you say to them in terms of teenagers watching this right now? What would you say to the viewers?
As I mentioned, one of the things that I share with them mostly is telling them to live long enough to love the life that you live.
Yeah, you all listening to her? She's telling y'all something.
There, I didn't love my life when I was a teen.
Yeah.
I was striving when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
But the cruise control part, settling in by not falling for all of the traps that comes with the world.
Yeah.
When the world is screaming at you, what to make yourself look like, what to make yourself be like, what to abandon. Stop smiling. Stop, go out for yourself.
And you're always smiling, so you can't get rid of that.
The world will tell you to be after you, to take care of your own self, to cut everybody else off, right? But the world is darker now in a lot of ways for the people that took that on. And I've made my life be about, like I mentioned, about not waiting till retirement. I want to encourage people in any moment, at any time, every day, no matter what title I have, no matter what job I have, no matter what assignment I have. And that is what I hope to be known for. When I was younger, it was all about the career and clothes. Right? What job we have, what career we have, what clothes we wear.
Yeah.
But in my heart, as I was living life, I learned that what I really want to be known for is my character and my compassion.
Wow.
And that takes a shift out of culture
it does.
In order to keep that. Because culture says that you got to look the part, you got to fake it till you make it. You got to, you got to become whoever is necessary that looks like what you think that they want you to look like.
And the one word I heard when you were talking was compromise.
Yes.
We don't have to do that.
We don't have to do that. And so the main thing to share, why come to a conference? Why listen? What's the takeaway? What do you want people to hear? What is your purpose, DeAnna? My purpose
talk to the people
is to remind you to find and be your authentic you, whatever that takes. We have a saying in Philadelphia. We used to say, be for real.
Be for real.
That means don't be two-faced. Don't smile in your face, talk behind your back, be one way for this person. We talk about code switching now. We talk about, we multiple personalities. The root of depression, I am convinced, is suppressing who we really are.
Oh, yeah.
Who we really are.
That's good.
And doing that in certain spaces, there's, and I know we said that, and I'm trying to not get into the pastor role, into the evangelist side. But God is with me wherever I go, right? But when we not only compromise, but when we don't try to allow God to help us to know what He originally created us for, then our life becomes what we've ended up being and evolved to as a result of pressure, pain, the wrong pursuits, right? The core of who God made me.
Yeah.
I was compassionate.
Yeah.
He made me caring. He made me loving. He made me kind. He made me an encourager.
And your
He made me a
peopler.
Oh, they did.
They
tried.
They tried.
There was different points where yes, because people in circumstances and situations want you to turn your light down, bring it down. I said, I don't know when, like Dr. Serelda, she's sitting there, she's so, and I'm just like, my motors motors always on. It's like I don't know when I'll to be able to be operating on like a 4 or 5. Sometimes I'm always on 10. I'm always on 10.
What's wrong with it?
And I said, and now I will speak up.
I love it.
For my authentic self. I will not be, now they're saying it. Don't dim your light for no. They weren't saying that when I was 16. Live your best life. They weren't saying that when I was 15.
Yeah. My pastor said one time before, he's from Arkansas. Well, my bishop, he's retired now, but he preached one sermon and he said, our parents raised us out of fear. out of the fear that they grew up with. So they're passing down what they knew that allowed them to survive. But the time that they're trying to do it in is not the same time that they were raised in. And it gets confusing. I cannot raise my kids the way I was raised. I can't.
That's good. Because they're a foundational, I mentioned character, morals, character, integrity. That doesn't expire.
That's right. Timeless.
And when I was starting in real estate, I've had a couple of careers that, my selling real estate that turned into being a federal servant, master planner before I retired, and what I'm doing now. But character doesn't expire. They say your resume and your experience will get you the job, but your character or character flaws is what'll get you fired. Right. So, and so those things that I instilled in my children and that I want to share with teens or even adults, the character. Right? What's causing the mighty to be fallen?
That's right.
Who are you afraid that once they see or once it's exposed or who tells and then the hush money and, got to call in Olivia Pope or whoever and all of the people to try to clean it up or PR representatives.
This girl said Olivia Pope.
Gotta call. No, but when you're centered in truth.
Centered in it.
When you're your authentic you don't have to remember which face you put on, who you faked to, who you lied to, who you pretended to, which show you went on and said what.
Right.
And so early on, what you said was so key. It's like, there's some things that our parents did with us that should absolutely be abandoned. And there's other things that stand the test of time. Exactly. My kids say, I'm fortunate or unfortunate enough to have 3 children in 3 different decades. Wasn't intentional. We don't got enough time on the show. But I have a daughter. That's 35. I have a son that's 26. And I have a daughter that's 16. Now, my 35-year-old will tell you that I'm a pushover with my 16-year-old. You gave her a phone early. Listen, she has a phone earlier than you because we don't have a hard line anymore.
Right.
When you were in middle school, we had a home phone number.
You go to the office
with
and
a
call.
hard line. You could go to the office and call. When I put my youngest on the bus, we don't have a hard line anymore. We can't communicate without a cell phone. That's why she has a cell phone. But when she's 5-6 months old, she's not going to be in front of a screen. That we could maintain.
Right.
But her not getting a phone until she's in high school, we can't operate like that now.
That's right.
We had to evolve and change.
Times.
But who you are, your word meaning something, your name meaning something.
I'm glad you said name.
That's timeless.